Hello, everyone. I'm Irina Baker, spiritual self-awareness mentor, and I'm here with Dr. Biljana Karamehmedovic. A long name, but it contains so much wisdom, so much knowledge, so much beauty, so much creativity. The list can go on and on. So we will call her Dr. Biljana or Dr. B for short. Hi, Dr. B.
Thank you. Thank you, my dearest Irina. It's so a pleasure to be here. And on top of it, it's a great honor. Thank you for inviting me.
Sure, and it's a very short interview, and you know the purpose. I will just ask a few questions and we will go from there. So my first question is, who are you? And I don't mean as a profession, as a business, but I mean it as existential question about life. Who are you?
Force for good.
Force for good?
Force
That's
for
an
good.
interesting creative question, the answer. Yeah.
I believe that we all are. And answering that question, the first thing for everybody, most actually, I should not say everybody, mostly people go right away into doing. And you are specifically asking about being.
Right.
And when I answer with what I'm doing, I can say I'm a transformational leap coach or going to a few other things that I'm doing, like an author or speaker or, you know, and then that doesn't say who am I as a being, right?
That's right. That's
And
right.
for me, the most important purpose that one can have is to be a force for good. We mostly are, even though whatever we are doing, we can use for both good and bad. But then when you decide that you are forced for good, then that is about being. And my goal, my whole stream of consciousness is going to that part. I am, I want, and I am the force for good.
Very nice. Very nice. And what is the purpose of your life? And then I'll ask you the purpose of your business. You can answer both or separately, however you want to.
Simply, purpose of my life is to live it well
Mhm.
and make things better than I found them. And on top of everything is to live in every encounter with anything, anyone, in the sense of being sorry that it ended. So let's say we are conversing now. My goal in the conversation is that we both are sorry that it needs to end at some point.
Right, because we both love to talk
Not only that,
and
but
ponder existential questions.
no, but that there is the other thing is I love elevated conversations and I cannot get enough of it. So when you have somebody who puts the effort in it and loves to do that with you or with plants or with nature, it doesn't matter. You don't want it to end. And you just cannot get enough. So my goal is that when I engage in conversation, that people love it. They don't want to cut it short. They don't want to leave. And I love feeling when I have it with somebody else. I don't want it to end. And that's the goal. For me, that's the force for good. Elevated conversations that you don't want to end.
And what is the purpose of business or in business? What is your real purpose in business?
The name of my company is Leap Results International. For me, helping people take the leap, which I defined the bridge in between their heart and mind, in order to really, really find out what it is they want and then have my help and strategies to go get it. Taking that leap is foremost purpose of my business, but then not any leap, the leap that gets result, and result means resoul. So taking the leap into what your soul actually is calling you to do.
Hmm. And do you believe you really know yourself and you know what your soul is calling you to do?
So far, to some level, yes. I think that I have a lot more to figure out, a lot more to learn about my soul, myself, and everything in life. I am praying that I am given the opportunity to do so. I don't think we can ever know ourselves completely because we are always work in progress.
Where do you think this self-knowledge comes from?
Inner insights, simply inner insights. You have to go inside within yourself, within your psyche, your emotional body, your physical body. You have to go inside. To learn to go inside, you need a knowledge from some other resources. Even though you can come up on your own with them by intuition, it comes from inside, from your direct communication with your soul, with your spirit.
Do you believe you have that direct communication with your soul?
If I don't ignore it, yes. Yes, many
Right, we
times
do.
we are trained
People,
to ignore it. Mhm.
people are trained. You're right. You said it right. People are trained to ignore it from the childhood, from the beginning.
We all are. And I believe it was the period in this earthly plane existence to have humanity go through that for whatever reason. I always think there is a higher reason for everything. The question is, do we look for it or not? Do we recognize it or not? And even if we recognize it, what is our interpretation of it? For me, interpreting is everything. Your perception is everything. It defines everything. So how do you tweak? How do you sharpen your perception? Do you even want it? Do you even put an effort to find what is inside you? What are your deepest desires, for example? What are your triggers? How do you handle stress? Why you are the way you are? Do you go into anger easily? I get so many questions about it. And taking the time for self-reflections and going into answers could be very, very rewarding journey. For me, it was, and all that I know, it is. So I hope other people will embark on that journey too.
You said that everything comes from inside, right? Do you do you believe that by looking at the world that is outside of us, you can learn what's inside of you? Or
Yes,
you have to only go inside and see, but the world is outside, is separate? What's your perception of that?
as long as you believe in separation, you can put it that way. Outside is a reflection of inside. I am thinking in the sense of there is no separation. What I'm seeing around me is what I see inside. I cannot see anything different than what I have inside. My awareness is directing my focus and what I'm aware of showing up. So it's not outside of me. It is a mirror for which I need to use my eyes to see because it's easier on this plane to use eyes to see than to go inside and use your third eye, which is pineal gland, to actually really get sense of images and in your imagination. So when you see something outside, it is definitely a reflection of what's inside, a reflection of your awareness, of your focus. And the basic example is when you buy a new car, how many more new cars around you do you see of that same make and model? Your awareness is up because now you are close, you're intimately close with that make and model. And that's a banal example. It's like that with everything. Raising your awareness lets you see outside what you are raising awareness about inside. There is no separation. Universe is you.
Very nice. Very nice. Thank you. That's a existential answer for sure. This is about being, not doing for you, right?
Being not doing exactly.
Doing. Well, we have our short interview. It's successfully ended right now, ending right now. I want to say thank you so much. And I want to tell everybody that actually this interview is leading us, and some other interviews will be leading us to the discovery challenge that I'm preparing for ladies, for women entrepreneurs. So if you want to go deeper into this topic and see how knowing yourself will impact your life, your business, please stay tuned, because I'm preparing the Discovery Challenge. Discover what's inside of you by looking closely at the world around you. So, Biljana, Dr. B just said the good introduction, started with the good introduction to the challenge. Thank you so much.
And since you can never know everything, I will be there for with you. I
That's
will be
right.
discovering my next level, perhaps, or any corner that I still did not. So
That's
I'm
right.
looking forward to it.
And on a ladies' note, I'm in this jacket today, is particularly of this color because Dr. B, that's her favorite color, and that was
And
the
thank
surprise.
you. And that's a color of the heart. So I appreciate. Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank you.
everyone. Once again, I'm Irina Baker, a spiritual self-awareness mentor, and I'm here with Dr. Biljana Karamehmedovic, who is a transformational coach.
Thank you. Looking forward to your challenge.
Bye.